Hey guys, so this is something that just was an aha moment for me for coaching to maybe help shift your perspective on something. Somebody was just texting me and telling me that it's hard getting up in the morning, to keep doing the workouts because nobody's watching me. I don't have to do it at night because nobody's watching me. Let me tell you something. Unless you live alone, somebody's watching you, okay? But even then, I'm watching you because as your coach, I'm checking in on you and I see on the app or on Facebook or on your social media posts or in your results in your before and after pictures, I'm watching you, right? The Facebook group in the community, Instagram, your personal page, your social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it is that you're using, they are watching you. But most importantly, the people in your household are watching you. Your children are watching you. Your employees are watching you. Your boss, your manager, your supervisor is watching you. Your subordinates are watching you. Your teammates, your coworkers, your colleagues are watching you. Your neighbor is watching you. Your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family members that live in Timbuktu are watching you, right? When you start a journey and you commit to something and you start to get results and everybody's cheering you on and you're posting and then all of a sudden you stop. What happened? What's going on in her life or his life? Why did they stop? Did they fall off the wagon? Are they not continuing with the plan? Success just doesn't end when you lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, right? It's got to continue through the boring and through the mundane, whatever. I can't even say it right. And I'm totally okay with playing this video anyways. It has to continue through those things. And how you become successful is not by losing the weight and getting to the top of the mountain and yay, I'm here. I followed a meal plan for 6 weeks. Now what? That's not what it's about. What it is about is if you're truly changing a life, you have to show up no matter what, right? So they're watching you make choices to not continue on your success. They're now watching you sleep in. They're not now watching you slip back into old habits. They're now watching you become lazy. They're now watching you gain 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pounds. They're now watching you use bad stories and old stories that we just worked on for the past 6 months, 3 months, 3 weeks, 2 years, 10 years to get you to stop telling yourself, right? They're now seeing you not make those same tiny little decisions every single day that you had to make to persevere and to get up and to commit and to follow through and to be strong and to be courageous and to be vulnerable, right? So now they're watching you slowly slide back into the person that you said you were done with and you never wanted to be again, right? Like, people are watching you. The people you love are watching you. So if you think because, like right now in my coaching group, I'm not live coaching. What if I never live coach again? What if I make that choice? You have a choice to make. You can, I don't have to be your coach anymore. You can go to a gym, you can choose another trainer, whatever. But then what happens when that gym closes or that trainer moves or that trainer quits or that trainer goes on to something else? What happens if we have another pandemic and everything shuts down all over again? Who do you have to count on other than yourself? Who do you have to show up for other than yourself and your kids and your family and your spouse and your life partner and your best friend and and if you're a manager, right, or if you own a business, you have a team and you have employees, they're counting on you. Like, this is huge. So you have to think bigger than there's nobody to show up for because I'm not live right now, or, your gym is shut down, or it's not running the way you want it to, or, you're bored with Les Mills, or you're bored with Beachbody On Demand, or you're bored with Peloton, or you're bored with me. Like, it has to reach much of a deeper place than that. One that is Everybody's always watching what you're doing. And how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you start to slip back away from the success that you're creating in your life, you will start to slip in those same areas in your relationship. Your marriage will go back to the way that it used to be. Your relationships will go back to the thing that you said you never ever wanted to do again and you would never put up with again. You're going that direction again right now. You're heading that way by saying nobody's watching you, because they are. And when you show up to work, they will see that you're slipping, and they'll see that that person is slowly being pulled back in the other direction, because they've lost focus of their purpose, because they've had a few rough days and they don't know how to take a break and rest and give themselves a break, because they don't have grace in their life for themselves, because they don't have a strong enough why pulling them forward. Like, why should I keep doing this even when it's boring and it's old and I don't want to, and I want to fight it and I want to resist it every single second? Everybody's always watching you. Somebody doesn't have to be live on a workout video or a TV. And this is a big aha moment for me too, because I worry about my clients, because I've been a trainer and a group fitness instructor and a coach for so many years. It's very difficult for me to sit back from taking care of you and holding your hand and doing everything for you and showing up for you every single day, right? And taking care of you and switching to leading you and guiding you so that you can be independent and do this no matter what, because people are always watching you, always. So you have to show up for yourself, because if you don't and you're inconsistent with showing up for yourself, how are people going to trust you? How are people going to know that this is a person of their word, that they've got fortitude to go through it no matter what? They won't have respect. They'll lose it for you, right? Your respect is something that you're earned by showing up with your character, right? Who you are. Show up for yourself. We're all watching you. There doesn't need to be a live video camera, right, for it to happen. There doesn't need to be a gym that you actually have to go to for it to happen. There doesn't need to be somebody standing there showing up for you all the time, right? That's a babysitter. Show up for yourself. Keep doing it every single day. Even if and showing up is different for everybody. What show up means is different. Show up for me last week, I thought meant get out of bed. Week 1 from surgery, I thought meant get out of bed and start working and sit down at the counter and start working and start getting back into things. No, I learned by the end of the week that showing up for me after week 1 of recovering from surgery meant getting out of the bedroom, walking a little bit more, doing about 30 minutes of work a day, reading a little bit more, being present with my family and showing up a little bit more that way. It wasn't to dive back into my business, right? It's got to be able to run itself so that I can rest and recover, right? Or the whole ship will go down if I'm not strong enough, correct? Right? So your household, your career, right? Your total wellness will go down if you don't learn how to shift what showing up means for you each day and each week, right? And to have consistency with that, but you've got to know there's levels of showing up. When you're sick, you got to take a freaking break, right? You have to. You can't keep going 100 miles an hour. You can't pull 12, 15-hour days for a company. You're living somebody else's dream. You're working somebody else's dream, right? Are they paying you for that? Or are they killing you? Right? So your level of show up has got to be flexible. You got to be able to adapt with it, right? You can't go balls to the wall and burn the candles at both ends. You just can't. You can't keep that up. You can't sustain it. It's not sustainable success. And it's not smart, right? You don't want to be working yourself recklessly. Work diligently, work smart, work strong and steady. That's showing up every day. It's like somebody else said, oh, I'm really enjoying my running, but my time is sucking. Well, who cares? Your time will get better as you do it more and more and more. And you're only going to do it more and more and more because you enjoy it and you like it and you get something good back from it. If you don't enjoy it, right? You're going to hate it. If you're always striving for a time and failing for a time, what's the purpose of that? You know, beat yourself up over it? Who cares how long you run? Who cares how long it takes you or how far you go or what your speed is? Who freaking cares? You're not an Olympic athlete running time trials, right? You're just a human, a mom or a dad or, you know, or a teacher or a student, right? Or a sister or a brother or you get it, right? You're just trying to be healthy, right? So just enjoy. You got to learn that showing up every day consistently is what I told her. Just keep doing it every day. The improvements will come as you do it every single day. You got to build that habit. You have to be consistent with it, right? But showing up for yourself. Get out of bed at the same time every day. Be consistent. When you say you're going to do something, you must follow through with it, even if it's not your best. Show up. I tell you all the time, that's the other one we got to add to the list. Show up ugly. Show up and do it ugly. It doesn't need to be perfect. Quit waiting for perfection. You'll be waiting for a lifetime. Settle for excellence, right? So that's my thing to you. They're watching you. You're being watched. So whether you slip or you stay the course, they're watching you. I'm watching you. The world is watching you. You can't hide that. You cannot hide the results of your physical performance, of your physique, of your, you can't hide that. You can hide your mental state. You can try and hide your emotional state. You can hide your spiritual state, but you can't hide your physical body. And I'm not saying we're all going out there to be in bathing suits and rock hard bodies, right? We want to be healthy, quality of life, vitality, longevity. Sure, we want to look good, right? And you need strong muscles, right? We need all that stuff. But this is showing up for yourself no matter what, because they're watching. So that's my Mindset Monday, without all the passion, without all the fire, and without all the kick in the ass. This was a big aha moment for me, just like that, coaching a client. And she's and this was a combination of not just one, but that's what I had texted her. Now she knows who she is. But this was also somebody else, a little minor one, and about 4 others. And I get it. It's not easy. I'm not telling you it's easy, but you're being watched everywhere. And you have to keep that up. And the reason you have to keep that up is because that's how we change the world. That's how our children, right? My 10-year-old, right? And my 12-year-old now, she's going to kill me for that. They're watching me. I want them to grow up to be good citizens, to serve, to give back. If I don't show up every single day, if I don't show them grit, if I don't show them determination, if I don't show them perseverance through the hard times, and then if I don't show them my emotional and my sentimental side, if I'm not raw with them, right? If I shield them from all of that, if I try to lie to them and protect them, but they see me no matter what state I'm in. They always see me showing up. That's huge. That speaks volumes for all the other people in your life. So when you don't want to show up for yourself, then have that person in your life that you love so much that you don't want to disappoint. Think of them. Sometimes that helps motivate us, to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to do this for me today, but I'm doing this one today for my kids. I'm doing this for my dream. I'm doing this for my beach house. I'm doing this for my retirement. I'm doing this for my husband, for my future husband, right? I'm doing this for my best friend that's battling cancer. I'm doing this for my child that passed away. I'm doing this for, my mom that passed away or is lying in a hospital bed right now somewhere sick. I'm doing this for my dad that's not able-bodied. I'm doing this for my team because they're under a lot of stress at my company, because my company's under a lot of stress because COVID's hit hard and finances are hard, like find somebody else, I'm not saying a thing. On the day you don't want to show up for yourself, show up for somebody else. And I've told y'all this one before, and it's on my bathroom mirror, right? Somebody else's greatness depends on yours. So how you handle today, right, is going to affect somebody else in your life, probably closer than you think. And somebody's watching and waiting to hear you today. And somebody needs you. So you've got to show up for them. And maybe you don't even know the person, but you got to show up for those people that need a voice and that need somebody like them that they can relate to, that if she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it, right? They need you. So show up for them on the day you don't want to show up for yourself. And when it's hard, do it harder and overcome that for that person, right? That'll pull you forward. Because when you get that text message or you get that email or you get that phone call from somebody that says, thank you, you've helped change my life, you've helped me be better, you've helped me be stronger, or I made this decision because of you, that means something. That makes you want to get out of bed in the morning, right? So while you're helping others, right, you're helping yourself. While you're helping yourself, you're helping others. It goes both ways. So don't be naive to think nobody's watching you. They're out there everywhere. All right. I hope this helps somebody. Show up. Peace out. Bye.